Hi, I'm here. Hello. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. We're gonna do something different today. We're actually gonna draw. I I've been meaning to get on and go live. Just amazing stuff is happening right now, and I am super excited. By the way, Crypto Fashion sent me over a couple shirts. I got a Go Get Daddy's Belt T-shirt, and they sent us two Fandom Menace T-shirts, one for me and one for Andrea. They didn't send me two Go Get Daddy's Belt shirts. Andrea was grateful; she understood. I don't think she wants to wear a Go Get Daddy's Belt T-shirt, but those T-shirts are rocking and rolling. I mean, they're just totally awesome. I'm very excited about them, and it looks like other people are too. So that's pretty cool. Hi, that was sudden. I'm here. I'm here. Yeah, no, I knew that I'd set the. Hold on a second. Is that good? I knew that I set the channel to go live, and I was like running around. Uh, I got to go to. Found out I have a big meeting about Cyberfrog to attend on the 27th. Somewhere special. Things are happening. Things are really happening. I mean, it's just incredible. I forgot how great it was to actually own something. Rather than just be kind of the slave dude who's in his office just working for slaving away, working for a big company. When you actually own a property, an IP, people kind of don't really pay much attention to you. This is a lot of fun. This is going places. And it's our frog. Oh, also, Kyle Ritter turned in the colors on the fist bump piece. If you want to take a look at that, I posted it on my Twitter right now. It is incredible. Hi everyone. Hi. Is that Henry Cavill as Wolverine? Yeah, it kind of looks like him, I guess. I don't know. All right, so here's what we'll do here. So we're gonna have kind of we're gonna use just a regular kind of sunlight light source, like they're outdoors. That's what I started to do here. I'm gonna draw a shadow down. Should I do no, wrong way. We're gonna fix that right now. We're gonna do a shadow down this way. Why do I say that? Well, we're looking at what I've already done, and you can see that this heavy light source here, right here, this heavy shadow, means that the light source is coming from this way. So, we're gonna do that and hook that up. Soft shadows for the most part. I don't want to do too many just heavy, dark areas. Not for this. So, yeah, it's just a chance to draw Wolverine. I mean, Wolverine is fun. And then we're going to do a double crosshatch. So it ends up being kind of, when you're doing a drawing like this, I like to, make a decision about how many values, how many different scales I'm going to put into it. And this is going to be pretty hi-fi. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to actually leave very little white. It's going to be kind of like you turned the brightness all the way down. But we know what our light source is going to be. Let's just kind of find this sort of shape into the chin. And there's a shadow. It is Elric Hyuga. It's black ink. I'm working with my favorite kind of pen. They're Copic multiliners, SP, meaning that they're refillable ink. And I like them a lot. This is a brush tip, as you can see. It's a very fine brush tip. It's good for filling in small black areas. And it's nice and, I mean, listen, these are great when they're wet. They will dry out and you do have to replace them. Or the tip just goes kind of limp. And that is a situation that you do have to kind of cope with. Yeah, I love Copics. How much are Copic pens? Anywhere from like $8 to $11 a piece. I mean, if you can find them at $8, buy them up. Buy a bunch of them. I buy them 10 at a time. Like I'll buy 10 of each size because that's they're my main drawing tool. So I'll do that. And but for the most part, I find myself paying somewhere like 11 or 12, sometimes $12 depending on, I mean, they're imported from Japan, so they're kind of or Japan or China. We're Japan, made in Japan. Okay, yeah. All right, so we're doing pull outs. You'll notice that I'm keeping the lines all kind of going in the same direction. You know, I'm kind of following this sort of thing, even though maybe it would have been cool to also kind of follow the light source. So if the light source is up here, you know, it would have been cool to kind of draw out all the lines that way. But there's something about kind of following also the contours of the face that comes kind of naturally. Um, Somebody said, "Hi, I'm Mike Zero." You ain't Mike Zero. Um, yeah, so that's, I mean, that is kind of what we're doing here. We're following the shape of the chin, and that is cool. Mike Zero. I've never met him. I've never met the famous Mike Zero. How are we doing here? Let's see. We got oh, okay, so we just jumped up. We're at 61,000 subscribers today. We are, I mean, that is something now. 61,000 guys. Thank you so much. Those of you who may be joining us here for the first time. This is a drawing chat. You know, this is a drawing chat, so I doubt too many people are going to pop in. This is just the comics and art crowd, which is fine. I love you guys. But if you're new here and this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome and thank you so much for subscribing and being a part of this community. All right, so you see this cheekbone here? See, you can kind of feel the shape. Here's the eye socket. Most of what drawing is just kind of understanding, again, the shapes that are going on. Even if you're not drawing them in, you kind of feel them. All right, you feel the eye socket here. You feel this orbital cavity, and then you understand the kind of cheekbone shape that draws along here. See how it also just kind of scoops up under this cheekbone right here. So you know that exists, and then you're going to use that knowledge to inform where you're putting lines. And right down here, you can see that I've sketched this sort of shape in there. That's okay. Most of this is going to be like blacked out, but you can see this right in here. And then we're going to we're following this line down like this, but we're also mindful that there's a cheekbone here. So we're going to also follow out like so. Okay. And we're just going to kind of delineate that shape with parallel lines. I'm scooping them. I'm actually, I don't know why. I mean, you know, these aren't hard and fast rules. You can just make these decisions as you go, and you know, decide. I mean, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. It takes practice to kind of learn what it is that you're doing right. You just have to look at your own work for a little while. All right, so let's follow this nose shadow. And we're going to put it so that it picks up again under his lip. Look at that. That's risky as hell. That's risky as hell. How are we going to do that? How are we going to get away with that? Well, we're going to follow the same line work here. Okay, we're going to follow the same line work. Take chances. I swear to God, Kyle Ritter's Salamandroid Cyberfrog piece, I'm so hyped over it. I'm so excited. It is so great. He is just awesome. And I told him about, you know, I said, once we get to, we're going to hit 200,000 today, I think. I think we will. You know, but once we hit 250,000, I kind of asked everybody, you know, what would you like the stretch goal to be? What would you like the stretch goal to be for when we hit 200,000 or $250,000 for Cyberfrog Blood Honey? And everyone said, you know what? Kyle Ritter is such a good colorist, and he's such a humble guy. He's hearing impaired, so he uses sign language. He just really wants to break into comics, and he's very, very talented. This is his big break. Young man, let's just dump a pile of money in his lap. You know, let's just dump a pile of money in his lap. And I was like, well, how much? So $10,000 cash. So when we hit $250,000, you know, rather than making, you know, rather than creating a new trading card or a poster or something like that, we're just going to take the money that we would have spent on a new thing, and we're just going to give that money, just a huge cash bonus, to Kyle Ritter, who, frankly, could use it. And I'm just like, my goal is to make this such a profitable thing. I mean, I really feel like, all right, one of my feelings is about being loyal to friends. I can't. One of the most despicable things that exists, I think, between men is disloyalty. Also between men and women. But if I'm your friend, I'm your friend, and nobody's gonna. I'm not gonna. No peer pressure is gonna stop me from being your friend. And if you're true to me, I'm gonna be true to you. So you've got somebody like Kyle Ritter, uh, great colorist, and he's working real hard here. He's going to do a great job. He's going to go through. I'm sure he's going to get some trouble for working with me. It's not like he's conservative that I know of. I don't know what his politics are. I have no idea. I don't really care. I just care that he's a great colorist. But he's probably going to go through some junk, and for that he should be rewarded. And people who are loyal and good, um, you know, business partners should be rewarded. So let's give him. I want him to be able to buy a car just from coloring this one comic book. You know what I mean? Yeah, ride or die. Ride or die. So that is the plan. And I told him that, and he got very excited, and he's going to make a video thanking the fans, which will be really sweet. I've met him. I think I met him twice in person, but he was always sending me, like, he would color my stuff for free. He'd say, "Hey, I found this black and white drawing you did, and I colored it. How much do you want for it?" Nothing. I just did it. And it's like he's been doing that for 5 years. So it's about time that this kid makes some money. I mean, big money. I appreciate him. Yeah. Rewatching some of your older videos, you praise Moose often. Dude must be an idiot to go in the other direction. Well, I don't know. I think he's hoping that he's gonna get his 30 pieces of silver out of it. That's the way it is. I have learned never to trust SJWs, and I knew Moose was a lefty. You can't trust them. They will turn on you. Eventually, they'll turn on you. Every left winger that I've ever been friends with. Is that true? No, hang on. There are a couple that haven't yet, but they will. They will. Given an opportunity, they will. And that's just how they are. Nasser 13, thanks for $2. Can you draw Sabrina the Teenage Witch? I don't know. What do you mean, the Archie cartoon, the Archie comic, or do you mean the live action version? Never thought about it. I never thought about Sabrina the Teenage Witch. All right, so now what we're doing, guys, is we're going in very carefully and we're layering in beard. And beard actually ends up just being another texture. I mean, look at this. We've basically got the line work down for his skull. We're going to do some more shadows around his chin, especially around this area here. But I think I'm going to pick up a lot of that. A lot of that darkness is going to come in just with the stubble. Just with this stubble. Anybody can do this. Absolutely anybody could do this. People are saying that this is definitely porn. Well, hey, whatever gets you off. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. Yeah, it's all done by hand. I mean, people do use a lot of trickery these days, a lot of digital trickery. I'm not for that. It's not my thing. I do still really like the tactile feel of my hand against the paper, and just a pen and ink and a pencil. It's nice. Days of Clarity, thanks for Australian $5. Have you ever thought Marvel used their comic division as a tax dodge by writing off losses against the profits of the movies? Murdoch did this in Australia. Never thought of that. That's great. Might be true. I don't know enough about that kind of a thing, but yeah, I mean, listen, that would explain a lot of their decisions. It's like, just keep losing money. We don't really care. You want to use our comics division to broadcast your weirdo SJW politics. Books are just plummeting in sales. Go ahead. Actually, it helps us. That makes sense to me. It's the only explanation. It's, they're bringing back Cena Grace's Iceman. I can't. I mean, I just shake my head and laugh. I'm like, comics are doomed. Let's just, let's create something new. We have to do something new. Something like Cyberfrog. I mean, whether or not you like Cyberfrog, and if you don't like Cyberfrog, I don't know why, because I think Cyberfrog's the coolest superhero in the world. But uh, whether or not it's Cyberfrog or anything else, we got to do something new because, look, they're they're destroying comics. These people are like they're destroying mainstream comics, and all you could do is just shake your head and laugh. I mean, what the hell? It's too funny. Uh, is this Wolverine gay? No, he's not. I was wrong when I said Wolverine is gay. That song is old. Turns out Iceman is gay. You know, turns out Iceman was gay. I should change the song to Iceman is gay. Bobby Drake is gay, but everybody knows that anyway. There's no reason to even make a song about it. I want you to hear that song in Jean Grey's voice when I sing it. Just imagine I wrote it for Jean Grey to sing telepathically. A lot of artists coming out of the woodwork to talk to me, guys. A lot of them. Oh, tonight we're going live with Dan Fraga, by the way. Those of you who are saying to me, Ethan, stop it with the Star Wars. No, I'm never going to stop it with the Star Wars, ever. I like it. It's great. But those of you who are saying, I wish your channel would go back to more comic-related content, you'll be pleased both by this, what we're doing right now, and also the fact that former Extreme Studios artist, Dan Fraga, cover artist of Cyberfrog #2, Dan Fraga, is going to be coming on tonight to go live for an interview. He has his own YouTube page that I think he'd like to start promoting a little bit more. But we're also just going to talk about the 90s. And the 90s, it was just, we were talking all night last night. We got on the phone. We haven't talked in a little while. Talking all night about how great the 1990s were and how much we missed it. CPU man, thanks for $2. Loving how Logan has a face at the moment. He's got a little tongue sticking out. Yeah. I'll fix that. You'll see. But just talking about how great the 90s were compared to now. And now is just dire. It's just dire. And yeah, things do have to change. I enjoyed yesterday. A whole slew of articles came out about me leaving DC. I didn't know it was that big of a deal. I think people kind of, I mean, they walk away from DC all the time and it doesn't make the news. But I guess when I walk away from DC, it does make the news. I guess it's a big deal. I mean, I've been there for a long time. Most of the books. Here's the thing that SJWs do have to cope with about me at DC. It's like DC did a top 10 most essential graphic novels, like DC graphic novels of all time. And I was on 3 of them. So basically, 30% of DC's top 10 graphic novels were drawn by me. That's hard to cope with. That is hard. These are hard things to reckon with. That makes me the most important, important artist at DC Comics. Most important. How could I not be? I've drawn 3 out of 10 of their essential books. That's great. And the SJWs are absolutely flipping out. Good, get that bigot out of here. Bigot. Yeah, the only bigotry I bear is towards SJWs. Can't stand them. But you know what? The good news is nobody can. All right, let's get this mask going here. I like the mask to be kind of big. Come out a little bit and in. I mean, this is John Byrne. This is John Byrne, kind of Jim Lee Wolverine. Good stuff. The good stuff. Absolutely love this Wolverine. I have all of the John Byrne X-Men issues behind me in my comic rack. I moved my whole comic rack downstairs to my new basement man baby cave office, and I just put my comic rack behind me. I only kept the most essential comics out. I kept my entire Byrne and Cockrum X-Men run out. I kept my and I have like X-Men's 2 through 10, and I kept my my amazing Fantastic Four run out, which I have to turn around and look at it all the time. I love Jack Kirby and Stan Lee together so much, just on that book. I mean, I know, I never got into the other stuff. I never got into Iron Man. I never really got into Thor. And I never. What is Zach saying here? All right, hang on. So we got to answer Zach. Every now and then he'll just kind of drop out of the blue. Like, he's all business. Like, he just wants to know what plans are all the time. What are you doing? What's your goal here? What's your agenda? What is my agenda? Let me see here. Colin Lakoko, thanks for $1.99. Uncle Ethan, do you like Quasi? What's Quasi? People are saying F Moose, saying Zach is a pro. Hi, Zach. Let's see. He says, what's your plan and goal for the rest of the campaign? Gee, I don't know what that means. What would I like it to land at? I would like it to land at $250,000. That's what I would like it to land at. I would like Kyle Ritter. I'm going to tell him that. I would like Kyle Ritter to get his $10,000. Let's say $250K. I think we can do that. I think that's a reasonable goal by the end. And I'll keep the store open. I'll keep the Cyberfolk store open so people can, if they didn't have time to get it, they'll be able to get it, and then it'll go up a little bit. Drop Tiger Lily from Peter Pan, Uncle Ethan. Oh, I think he's asking about stretch goals. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any ideas. I like the idea of stretch goals being more charitable rather than giving things, making more product to ship. I like the idea of, donating money to, I don't know, Hero Initiative. Do I want to do that? Do I want to donate to mainstream comics related charities? I think that might be a good idea. I don't want to do the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. I can't stand them. I can't stand the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. It's like throw those people in jail. You're selling porno to kids in your comic store. You got Jack doing that. Throw them in jail. Meanwhile, with the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund, where are they defending Jawbreaker's right? Where are they to demand that Jawbreakers be solicited and put into catalogs? It's like what's going on with that? Apparently, the only creators who are to receive legal protection from the CLBDF are far left wingers and weirdos and perverts, not our boy Zach. So I don't. Yeah. Dr. Mayhem says, Ethan, don't donate to charity unless it's going to save you money on your taxes. It will, won't it? I would think that it would. That's not the reason why I would do it. But I don't know. Not the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund, though. Seriously, why aren't they stepping up? Why aren't they stepping up to defend Jawbreakers? They're just not. They should be you know what? They should be paying Zach's legal bills against Mark Waid. I'm going to say that right now. That would be hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious. Comic Book Legal Defense Fund, I demand that you offer to pay Diversity in Comics, Richard C. Myers, legal bills against Mark Waid for tortious interference. It's funny. Charity's a scam, says Umberto Unity. Buy a hat or something. All right, we'll see. Well, people are asking about stretch goals, though. So it's like it's not about like what are you going to do with the money. It's about giving people something to shoot for. If people don't care to shoot for a charity, then that's that's fine. I don't know. I can make more You know, what'd be interesting is to do. My dad is coming today. I'm picking my dad up at the airport, and my dad is coming with. He's like, I have a bunch of photocopy books of your old comics, and I was like, what? What do you have? He's like, I'll bring it. You want photocopies? I'm like, hell yes, I do. Uh, if my dad has photocopies of like the first 5 issues of Cyberfrog that never saw print, like before Hall of Heroes, if my dad has anything like that, that is a stretch goal. We do a cheesy ass like prehistoric Cyberfrog comic. Like let me show you this stuff, like the weirdo stuff that I drew when I'm sitting in the chair. I remember drawing Cyberfrog sitting in a chair when Kurt Cobain died, just like, oh Jesus, drawn something about Cyberfire that never saw print. I mean, I would love that. Yeah, Grandpa Van Sciver, he calls himself Holiday. Holiday Van Sciver, Saint Holiday, he calls himself. He's funny. He's a conservative hippie, which is weird. He works for the government. He lives in North Dakota. He represents the Native Americans of North Dakota in all their kind of legal needs. That's my dad. He's a lawyer, and he is. He's a wonderful human sunbeam. He's still very Mormon. Big fan of Cyberfrog. I got to see if I can get Crypto Fashion to get some T-shirts over here for in time for his visit. He would wear that T-shirt. Or he'd wear that T-shirt out. He would wear it out. Yeah, my dad's. All the kids liked my dad. The ladies liked my dad too. He looked a little bit like Christopher Reeve when he was younger. If you look at my brother Noah, trying to, none of my other brothers are really famous. I've got 4 brothers, but if you look at Noah, you kind of get a glimpse of kind of my dad as young Christopher Reeve in a way. Noah didn't really get all of his looks, but he looks a little bit like my dad when he was younger. My dad used to walk around. He'd wear glasses like Clark Kent, and the other kids, he has black hair. The other kids thought he was Superman. We're talking about like 1980. I remember being a kid, and my dad would walk into church, and the other kids would be like, "Oh my gosh, it's Superman." That's my dad. Looked a lot like Christopher Reeve. He's something else. He's a character. Yeah, super dad. So he's gonna stay with us for I don't know, 7 or 8 days. Which means, of course, by the way, he's a ham. So he's been in a couple of my videos, but he will be obviously he's going to make himself known. He will be in some of these videos. At least his voice, you will hear his hyena-esque laughter. He is a happy fellow. He likes to go ah, ha, 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 like laugh like real loud. He's been known for doing that. The neighborhood kids used to love him in Merchantville. They used to think he was hilarious. Loves to laugh. Thinks he's hilarious too. And he wrote these, he does comics himself. He writes these little gopher cartoons. He does one every day. Every day he does a 3-panel gopher strip gag strip. And we did a video way back when, me and my brother Noah. I think we were all together for Thanksgiving. We saw the horrible Justice League movie as a family. God, that was depressing. But yeah, we got together. Noah and I redrew two of his gopher strips, for a video. That was when this channel was more comics based. Yeah. EVS, you gonna do any signings in New Jersey anytime soon? Says Matt McDaniel, Matt McD. I don't know if it's McDaniel. It might be McDonald. Let's see. Billy Tucci just said, "Hey, you coming up to do this signing at Garden State Comic Con, whatever it is, in Morristown, New Jersey?" And I said, "I don't know. I could. I mean, I could just swing up there for a day and just sit down at a table if anybody wanted to come meet me. But conventions are a real waste of time. I mean, I might meet 3 of you. And it's like these conventions are dead, and you just sit there twiddling your thumbs. and looking at everybody else in Artist Alley with their big goofy setups. Nobody came to see them. Yeah, I don't know. They depressed the living hell out of me. I'd rather stay home. And if I'm gonna meet you guys, I'm gonna meet you guys at Star Wars Celebration. We're gonna actually have fun. I don't want to sit behind a table like a zoo exhibit, just waiting, just hoping somebody comes up. And I don't want to draw anything either. Yeah. I'm a Ferengi like Zach. I do. I'm a capitalist. I'm looking for money. I just don't think that conventions have any money. They don't have any. There's nobody's coming up there and paying you for anything. And then even if you have to sit there and draw like in public, it's no good. I think comic book conventions are dead too, except for the major ones. And I'll find a different way to meet you guys. Cyber Ferengi. You should narrate audiobooks, says rolling on the floor laughing Meow Kitty. I would. I'd love to do that. I would love to do that. Cyberfrog campaign is ending, I believe, on the 29th. 2 weeks. We got 16 days, I think it said. I think it said 16 days. We're halfway through it now. But there's plenty of time. There is plenty of time for you to pledge and back. Not at all. I wouldn't worry about it too much. And I changed. Frank Bullet says, I'll buy you a coffee at Wawa's. Really? Thank you. Yeah, let's see. Rudamaha says, you need to shill and start major drama so you will surpass Zach's campaign. Do you want me to start drama with people? Start cracking it. They're doing it themselves. Guys, I don't have to do anything, really. I don't have to do anything. They talk about me endlessly, nonstop. And I'm telling you, Gojirified, thanks for $5. Stretch goal, personal group signings in different comic stores. All right, so that's a stretch goal. That's a pretty good idea. I've said already, these people don't realize that we've learned how to monetize them. Zach goads them on. And they attack us and call us bigots, and we just say, you see those lunatics? We're not them. Like, we're not them, so support us. People hate them so much that, they're just like, yeah, I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be with them. And they come to us. We're the only alternative. Everyone else is too scared. It's like, we are, Robin Hood and Little John. I'm Robin Hood. I'm Robin Hood. He can be Little John. We'll take the slings and arrows. But I mean, that is the truth. Like, I called SJWs farm animals. That's what they are. We hitch them up to plows. The more they talk about us, the more they make a big deal, the more articles they write. They think they're hurting us, but I mean, all they do is just confirm their own biases, and then normal people just look at this and go, this is bullshit, and how can I give these guys money? It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing how that works. Jesus, thanks for $2. Cyberfrog campaign ends on Toys R Us's last day. Yeah, that's where I'm. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Literally, thank you, Jesus. That's what I'm doing. I'm campaigning from Toys R Us as they close the door. That is the last day. That is the last day of, oh my God, that's so funny. Oh my God. I'm going to be there at Toys R Us watching them lock the door just as I'm locking my campaign down. That is goddamn hilarious. Yes, of course. And I knew it. I knew that it was, I knew that was happening, but I didn't make the connection between my campaign and that. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you very much. You are right on the ball. We are going to watch them close the doors. And you can give all of the money that you would have given to Toys R Us had it not invested in Disney. Star Wars, been destroyed by Disney Star Wars. You can give that to Cyberfrog Bloodhoney in support of a new future. A new future, because SJWs ruined the old one. They killed Toys R Us. They killed Star Wars. They killed the comic book industry. Mustard Tiger 5, thank you for 229 rules. Have you read Scout by Jay Aaron and R.M. Guerra? No, I haven't, but I will tell you that I'm friends with President Obama's, uh, what was his title? I'm talking a lot about Native Americans today. Anyway, I was in Detroit, and Obama's spokesperson for the Native Americans or something like that came up to me. He owns a casino up there. And he came up to me to yell at me about Scalped. He said, I've never read such racist shit. I said, I didn't do it. And this is like Obama's guy, you know? I was like, I didn't do it. I don't know who did it. I don't know who these people are. He said, well, it's disgusting. These are, he's like, I love comic books. I always have. I love Thor. But these people put these books out like Scalped, disgusting, racist, anti-Native American propaganda. Yeah. I was like, what the hell? I've never read it, so I don't know if it's good or not. And I don't know if it's racist or not. I would venture to say it's not racist. Very few things are actually racist. Chris Hannigan, thank you for Canadian $2. Got the whole set of the old Cyberpro, buddy. Hey, good for you. Good for you. A bunch of stuff is on eBay now. A bunch of stuff, and it is, it is of course pricey. But I was happy to see a copy of Amphibionics #1 turn up. Just one. I mean, just one. And the dude was like, "I'll start this at 99 cents." I'm like, yeah. Maybe I should just keep my mouth shut about it and just try to buy it. And I decided, no, I'm gonna put it up on Twitter. I already have one copy of it. Let's let somebody else try to get a copy of it. Yeah, it's already up to $29. Okay, that's more like it. Captain Klutz, thank you for $50 from Norway. Since you have Cecil's photo now, will he be a wasp victim? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Look. Hi, Cecil. Nice to see you there. Cecil, can I show these guys your picture? Okay, I'm going to show. Cecil says yes, I can show them his picture. He doesn't mind being doxxed in front of everybody. So let's get Cecil's picture out. Let's get Cecil's picture so we can show everyone what Cecil really looks like. I'm waiting for Cecil to say no. I don't think Cecil wants people to know what he looks like. Cecil's very handsome. He's not what you'd think. Justin Kelly, thanks for $1.99. How long for the ink to dry on Big Phil's I Smudge? I know it looks like it's wet. It isn't wet. It's just, it's reflecting back because the light's on it. But look, fingers are clean. It dries pretty quickly, honestly. Not a big deal. Dun, dun, dun. Cecil does kind of look like Wolverine. He kind of does. I got to be honest with you. He's a handsome guy. I don't know why he pretends to be fat and weird. I don't know why he pretends. That's not. That isn't what he looks like at all. Not at all. What does Cecil look like? Cecil looks a bit like Mark the Bagger from the Howard Stern show. And I mean that in a good way. K-Sis says, don't ruin the mystery. Don't show Cecil's face. Yeah. Cecil, what does Cecil look like? Well, he's better looking than you might have thought. But that's only because he runs himself down. That's a pretty good strategy. Like, you're just like, boy, I'm really hideous. And then you show what you look like, and you're only kind of hideous. It's suddenly like, yeah, people are pleased. They're like, oh my God, like, I thought you were gonna look like a bloated corpse, and you don't look like a bloated corpse. You look just like a corpse. I mean, you're bloated, but yeah, he does. He looks different than how he's. Well, does he? I don't know. In the video, he's making soy face. He deliberately. I'm not in the video. In the picture, he's making soy face at me. He did Soylent Grin. So I don't know. So the SJWs have turned on one of their own. J. Scott Campbell. Oh, let me hear about that. I have some info on that from a different angle. and I'm seeing videos pop up about it. I would like to know more about what happened to J. Scott Campbell. Why are they turning on him, et cetera, et cetera. And by the way, I don't like him. He's not J. Scott Campbell's not a cool guy at all. He's a dickhead. Uh, yeah, he drew boobs. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what he does. That's what he's always done. He's a girl artist. He was accused of racism for his Tiger Lily piece. Oh, big deal. They'll get over that real quick. Dead School says, "Tell me about Cyberfrog's eyes." I don't know why that's all in caps. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Exia Valence, thanks for $5. Channel name suggests changes. Soy Killer Base. The Ethan Van Sciver Show. But I'm drawing right now. I'm telling you secrets. I'm telling you secrets, and we're doing comics. I think right now more than ever, this channel is aptly named, at least for right now. This is about Comic Artist Pro secrets. And by the way, I like that people have to, like, my channel isn't named Hello Greedo. It has nothing to do with Star Wars or anything like that. Like, people have to talk about like the channels that are anti Star Wars, and it's like, Geeks and Gamers, World Class, Mindless Entertainment, and Comic Artist Pro Secrets. It's so out of place. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love criticizing Star Wars. It's like, I don't know. I love it because it's like, it's out of my wheelhouse. It's not, people are expecting me to do something else. And I like that you know, I don't follow expectations. I would rather talk about Star Wars than draw Wolverine. I would. Even though look how great I am. I mean, uh, I could just draw Wolverine all day long. By the way, I say things like that. I'll say, "Look how great I am," and it makes people mad on Reddit. They go, "He just said, look how great he was." Fuck Ethan. I love it. He thinks he's great. Ethan thinks he's so cool because he's the guy who reversed the symbol on Reverse Flash. He thinks he's so cool. What a douchebag. What a douchebag. I think that's cool. By the way, I did that. Reverse Flash's symbol was going the other way, and I went, but he's Reverse Flash, so let's reverse the symbol. So now, I'll take full credit for that, Reddit. I'll take full credit for that. I think I'm cool. Let's see. So much respect for you, sir, says Champion Puffa. Love what you do. Please keep doing the right thing and fighting the good fight. Big love. Thank you. I love you guys. Uh-oh. Is it F? Is it F? I don't know. I see circles there. Yeah, it makes sense. You have to tell people how great you are. Sometimes they forget. And that is something, Slurp Glug Moist. That is something that it's on you. Like, if people forgot how great you are, it's because you didn't tell them enough. And I'm telling all of you guys this. Look at my toe thumbs. I'm telling you guys this. It is important. Justin Kelly, go make sure people know that you're great. I lead by Kanye's example. That's right, Synthesizer Sam. Kanye reminds people. He's like, by the way, did you forget that I'm a genius? Let me show you. Let me snap you out of your slumber by going and hanging out with the president. Yeah, and telling you that I'm going to run for president. Dead School says, "What's with the fire in Cyberfrog's eyes sometimes?" And on the one cover, it was leaking out. Cyberfrog's eyes are kind of fiery. They used to kind of bleed. His eyes would bleed out fire, but I took that from Spawn. Like, here's the thing about Cyberfrog. People are like, "Oh, he's a Battletoads ripoff." The hell he... I reject that. I understand that they're both frogs. I understand Battletoads are frogs. I understand Cyberfrog is a frog that's standing on two legs. That's correct. Peter Rabbit and Bugs Bunny are thus ripoffs of one another. No, Cyberfrog is a ripoff of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Cyberfrog was a ripoff of Spawn and Spider-Man and the Savage Dragon and all the stuff that was going on in the 90s that was cool. Battletoads weren't cool in the 90s. People are telling me that they were, but they weren't. I was there. They weren't cool. I was there when Battletoads came out. I remember somebody telling me about it when I was working on Cyberpunk. They said, "Oh, it's Battletoads." I said, "What the fuck?" Battletoads was not cool. And yeah, so Battletoads and Cyberfrog are both a ripoff of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's a correct assessment. Cyberfrog has become something completely different. I think he stands on his own, and I think this story is going to, place him widely and far apart from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. However, boy, would it be cool to get the Turtles in this book, in one of these books. And I'll talk to Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. I'll see if I can make it happen. I'll talk to IDW. I'll say, hey, your Looney Tunes business manager goes off the reservation, insults the fans, and insults me. And I think one way that you can fix that is by lending me the Turtles. For a couple pages. Just a couple pages. That would be great. There's nothing sadder than IDW. They are the saddest comic book company. If you hear the squeak, that is I'm not wearing a GIMP suit. I've got my elbow pads on. Some people imagine that I'm sitting here in a GIMP suit with a latex mask, a zipper open on my mouth, and my eyes are zippered open as well. That's not the case. I am just wearing, elbow pads that basically make it so that my elbows are comfortable when they rest and steady my hand as I draw. When you do this for long hours, that is a concern. It's definitely a concern. Now, this is what we're doing, okay? See these long, look at the shadow here. So we're trying to make up for the shadow on the nose. Yeah, we're gonna put a shadow underneath his jaw, underneath his head here that follows the shadow on his nose. And we're gonna do it this way. We're drawing long, look at these long strokes, long horizontal, parallel strokes. They can be dirty. See, I like this. It looks kind of Greg Capullo-y. They don't have to be perfectly clean or even uniform. They just have to be there, and they have to create, when you blur your eyes, they have to just make a nice gray tone, which is what they're doing right now. We're gonna make that gray tone into something a little bit darker. Yeah, almost black, I think. Have you tried drawing standing up? Says Biffy Tannen. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I do it sometimes. It's probably better for you. It's probably better for your circulation. Even still, drawing is like putting together a jigsaw puzzle to me. If you can imagine just being inside, just saying, okay, so I know in my head what the picture is going to look like. Now I'm going to work on it a little bit at a time. I'm going to put these pieces together. And by the way, it takes time. You have to settle, just like a jigsaw puzzle, you have to settle in. You have to have nothing else to do. And, make this puzzle that you're doing, make this drawing that you're working on, make it your entire goal for the day. And this is what we do. I mean, this is what being a comic book artist is. Soyega. Good morning, David Gagnon. Is it Gagnon? Overpowered Media. Uncle Ethan, could you do a teaching series on how to draw things like a head, a body, etc.? Yeah. I mean, somebody says I get bored easily. Well, we all do. But I'll tell you something. You can put on the TV. You can put on music. I'll put on headphones. And just this becomes something that you're doing kind of mindlessly. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing right now. I'm thinking about you guys. And I'm thinking about my big meeting about Cyberfrog. I'm thinking about how great Kyle Ritter is. I'm thinking about other things. And it's time to just turn your mind on. And it's like turn your brain off, but turn your mind on and just kind of drift and think about whatever you're going to think about. And then just do this kind of thoughtlessly. Most of it does require zero thought. It's, when when you've been drawing for as long as I have, it really is just kind of like, I don't know, natural, automatic. No way to control it. It's totally automatic. Do your elbow tendon? Yeah, see, that's the thing. Eric Hutfler Full says, does your elbow tendon ever hurt from inking long periods? I'm trying to solve the problem. Eric, yeah, that is the whole thing. You get spider elbow pads. Spider elbow pads. Go on Amazon, buy a set. Buy 2 of them. It'll change your life. When's the soy pants shopping stream planned? You want me to go out and buy soy pants? Really? I have no time to do anything. I can't go out shopping. I got too much drawing to do. I got too much drawing to do. Too much to do. I don't have a closet full of. I don't have a closet full of soy pants. I don't know why you guys say that. I'm wearing jeans right now. I'm not even wearing soy pants. And don't say jeans are soy. Jeans are not soy. Not at all. Not at all. Bullshit, he's wearing a mankini. I'm not wearing a mankini. All you guys. I'm gonna, Daddy's belt is coming out in a second. Oh, look at this. Google alert, Ethan Van Sciver. Yeah. CBR, Ethan no longer at DC, focusing on creator-owned work. Newsarama, Ethan Van Sciver exits DC Comics. The Rundown, June 14, 2018. Ethan Van Sciver announced on Twitter he has quit working for DC Comics to work on Cyberfrog. It's all big news. People need to know this. They need to know. They need to know that if you're looking for me, you won't find me at DC. Not really. Not unless you're buying back issues. Yeah. All right, let's see this here. Kyle just sent me the big files. What the I agree. Just do it. Download. I might just send these files over to. I'm not wearing assless chaps. What brand of jeans? These are Calvin Klein, I guess. I don't know. Calvin Klein must imagine that All right, so here's the big file, so you can actually zoom in, and I mean, look at this. You can zoom in, and it breaks up a little bit. Look at that. That breaks up a little bit. This isn't the best file that I've ever seen. Salamandroid. Got a B on him. You got a B on you. Look at this. Do you understand? This is your character. This character belongs to you. He belongs to you now. Spider-Man used to belong to you, but now he belongs to SJWs. Now it's all about this frog. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at the silver. Look how glistening Cyberfrog's armor is. Of course my writing's improved. Good lord. The original books are terrible. This is going to be much, much better. Look how great this is. Yeah, look how tiny Cyberfrog is compared to... Well, when Heather Swain meets Salamandroid, she comes up to about here on him. It's not like... Salamandroid is huge. He's absolutely huge. This is your perception of Jesus Christ? Is it Prince? Oh, we were doing that last night. So what are we doing here? Where are we at? We're at 196. We just broke over to 196. Hell yeah. That is awesomeness. That is absolutely awesome. You don't like the blue and the bees? Yeah, that is weird. I didn't notice that. They should be all yellow. I don't think it looks bad though. I don't think it looks bad. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, they're spilling out blood behind his head. They're spilling out blood. I like Salamandroid's tail. It's fun to draw. Yeah, damn, this looks good. This might be a poster. Do you guys want to make a poster of this? Or what? I mean, we could just send this over. I could send this over to Crypto Fashion. They'll make a big poster of it. You guys can just order from him and drop ship it. Poster? No. Some people are saying yes. Some people are saying no. 2 people said no. I still haven't received your Cyberfrog birthday. I don't have a Cyberfrog t-shirt either. I just got my Fandom Menace shirts today. Does Salamandroid walk on all fours at times? Yeah, most of the time he does, actually. Most of the time he's on all fours. But he'll stand up, like he'll rise up. Like picture him like kind of like King Kong, you know, in the way he kind of moves. So he'll rise up on his 2 legs, but look how short his legs are. You know, he's got little salamander body. So, you know, rarely will he walk on 2 legs. It's too awkward for him. But yeah, when he's on all fours, he can move faster. Damn, this is cool. Yeah, welcome to crowdfunding comics 2018. It ain't like it used to be. This is going to be enormous. And by the way, if you can't see a toy line here, something's wrong with you. This is going to be the best toy line ever. This is going to be the best toy line ever. Let me turn this sideways here. I mean, for real. Yeah. You like the orange bees? Good stuff, man. Kyle Ritter, you know, he really needs to be, I don't know, he needs to be praised. He's a superstar, and he isn't Moose Bauman. Like, so F Moose. He really, I think Kyle deserves, he deserves a big payday. F Moose. Chad is going nuts with F Moose. Rhino563, thanks for $2. Uncle, do you pee in a cup when you draw? No. You know, that was a weird thing. That was Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. He's like, he got really excited about running the High Council. And, you know, he was afraid to step away. He had to pee, so he peed in a bottle. And then he gave it to his wife to throw away. My wife loves me, but if I did that to Andrea, she'd be like, "What in God's holy name is your problem?" And I told him, I was like, you know, Jeremy, you can just say, "Hey guys, I gotta hit the head. I'll be back in a minute." And you've got me and Jeff. We're both 2 competent broadcasters. We could fill in for you. You're not on the space shuttle. What what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Yeah. Will you let Jeff Johns write the story for Cyberfrog with you doing the art? No. I don't want. I want to do it all. You know, yeah. I don't think so. And Jeff is, you know, Jeff's busy. Jeff's doing his own thing. Oh, I took my glasses off and now I can't see at all. I'm getting used to my soy glasses now when I'm drawing. They really do help. My new soy glasses really do help. And you know, I got 2 of them. I got this pair. These are totally soy. These are like Buddy Holly, like SJW soy. But I got a pair that actually look normal. Okay, so these actually look kind of normal. These are definitely like, all these need to be is like pink, you know, or purple or green or something for me to be a full-on SJW. Are they boring? I don't know. What's boring? Matt Civillar. Aaron James Music says, Uncle Ethan, you're a goddamn legend. Thank you. Gross. Ethan is secretly a soy boy spy. This isn't true. I just can't see. What about the Robert De Niro soy glasses from Casino? Those are not soy glasses. Those are for real. Those are great. If I could get those, I would get those. But nobody makes them. Lycandrus, thanks for €2. Alex Becker is giving you tips in his latest vid. What's he saying? Is Alex Becker actually talking about me? What the hell did I do? I should escape everyone's notice. De Niro is a see you next Tuesday, says CIA Bog. Yeah. Get eye surgery with your crap jeans. My jeans are great. Listen, they're good jeans. I don't know. I missed a super chat. Let me go back. That happens. That happens. Ginger Hitman, thanks for $1.99. Would you do a Spider-Man Wolverine sketch for me? Money? Ginger Hitman, I would and I will. Uh, oh, okay. But I can't do it now. I have too much to do. I have too much to do. So E-Man just said, "Hey Ethan, Alex Becker just featured you on his channel, giving advice on how to grow your channel." Oh, thanks, Alex. Who are you? Yeah. No, I know. I've heard of him. I haven't watched any of his videos. I haven't watched any of his videos at all. He's not in he isn't in the High Council. I mean he's from what I understand everyone likes him. So I I don't know him, but he is invited to be on the High Council just for the reason that everyone likes him and then maybe we can become friends. My channel's growing okay. How big is Alex's channel? Does he have like 1 million people? How big is his channel? Let's see. Who is a cool? Thank you, Aim High Comics for $5. Who is a cool comic artist? Neil Adams saw my Iraq War veteran hat and refused to sign my comics. What the hell? A lot of them gave me dirty looks. Are you serious? He wouldn't do that. That's terrible. Um. Yeah. Chibi Wolvie, thanks for Canadian $5. Hi, Uncle Ethan. Is that a commission piece or will it go to eBay? It's commission. It's commission. It's already like I'm not doing anything that well, I got to work on Cyberfrog, so I'm getting the commissions done that I owe, and then that way I can focus fully on Cyberfrog. Aaron Kidd, thank you for $5. Ethan, EVS when drawing, is it all from memory or do you use reference material? This is all from memory. It's like what a human being looks like. I use reference material when I need to. For example, when I have to draw the space shuttle, I'll bust out reference material. But for the most part, it's like references. It's not utilized very often. It's helpful if it is utilized, but I really feel like there are some guys, artists who depend on reference, who are defined by reference, by photo reference, in everything that they do, and they become kind of like crippled. It's like you can't work without it. Dude, you have to be able to just bust out your guitar. You have to be able to just jam, on any terms. You can't just rely on photo reference all the time. By the way, those of you watching, and there are 772 people watching me draw Wolverine, let's give a little round of applause for me for actually doing what you guys asked me to do. More drawing, Ethan. More drawing videos. I'm doing more drawing videos now. Yeah, I'm using reference to. Holy cow! I was upstairs, and Andrea had this whole documentary on the TV about frogs. Okay. So yeah, thank you. You guys, you're seeing me do this. Please stop saying I miss Ethan when he used to draw. Now all he does is spout about Star Wars. Yeah, I like it. But I am drawing for you guys too. I am drawing for you guys too. So I do want you to know that. It's not like I've turned completely over to not. This is, Comic Artist Pro Secrets is my channel. I mean, it's the EVS channel. It is about Star Wars most of the time because it's fun. I really like being a talk radio show host about Star Wars. That makes me happy. But I will let you in, and I want you guys to to get what you can out of it. I'll draw. I'll draw for you guys. It's boring. I think it's it's a lot more dull. But I'll still do it if that's what you want. That's cool. You are not drawing enough, says everyone. Oh. Now I gotta watch that Alex Becker video. All right, let's watch that Alex Becker video live. Let's see what Alex has to say to me. What is he just called Alex Becker? Is that, yeah, it just says Alex Becker. What the, Oh, he's got 300,000 subscribers. He's big time. He is big time. All right, let's click on him and see what's going on. Where did he talk about me? Look at him. How I became a multimillionaire in my 20s. 3 reasons why. Is he a multimillionaire? Nerd wrecked. Who is this dude? Was it just 31 minutes ago? Latest video. Latest video says YouTube blocks Star Wars and small channels. It's 15 minutes long. Look, he's got like a Lamborghini behind him or something. Hold on a second. Let me turn off the... We'll listen to what Alex has to say. And he's a handsome guy. He's throwing a fit. He's talking like he's got some urgency behind him. I don't talk like that. That's just not how I talk. I'm very laid back. Ginger Hitman, thanks for $1.99. What will you charge for my Spider-Man Wolverine? Oh, I don't know.
Channels and E3 coverage, and it pains me because some really good YouTubers abundantly don't know how the fucking algorithm works, and they are just nuking their channel and slowing down their growth 10x. So what I want to do in this video, no, I'm not even selling you anything. I'm just going to give you literally the keys to the castle and show you exactly how to use the YouTube algorithm to get tons of views on your channel, get probably 5 times more views than you currently are getting, and you have to stop doing these things or your channel is not going to get as much traffic.
He's going to tell me to stop drawing.
Please listen.
He's going to tell me, stop drawing for your fans.
All right, guys, so let's get into it.
Boy, is that irritating.
This is for a lot of Star Wars channels, because look, I'm transitioning away from ranting about Star Wars because I got other shit to do. But you guys need to keep up the good fight. In order to keep up the good fight, you have to get your message out there. And if you're doing the things I'm about to talk about in this video, you are stifling your message. You are literally slowing down your growth by like at least 5x. And you are also limiting the amount of money you can make from your channel because you're trying to make money from the channel in the wrong way. Now, also, if you have a business or you have a personal brand and you're not going ham on YouTube, you are very, very dumb. This is the #1 place to get tons of free traffic, tons of sales, tons of customers. And if you want to be relevant over the next few years, you need to know how to use this platform, and you need to know how to work with this platform. Because a lot of you guys were actively working against the platform, and therefore
he's got 302,000 subscribers, so he knows what he's talking about.
That have literally 10x the amount of views I'm getting, allowing me to get thousands of subscribers a day, allowing me to surpass a lot of big names in the business niche, which is a pretty small niche and hard to grow in, and get more viewers than other channels, even though my videos are pretty similar formats and have pretty similar thumbnails. And if you do these things, your channel is going to rapidly grow, and you're going to get more views than even channels with a lot of subscribers, because subs do not matter. They don't matter. You can go find channels with 1 million+ subs, and they break these rules, therefore they don't get a lot of views. If you play by these rules and then sell in a very specific way, not only will you get
I get talked to like this all day long, and I just go,
It's going to show you how to get tons of free traffic and get a ton of sales. You just need to do it the right way. Let me show you. All right, so check this out. This is my channel. We've gained almost 2,000 subscribers since yesterday because I understand these tactics. And if you look at my videos, I'm consistently outdoing other channels.
Let me explain something. If you have 302,000 subscribers and you're bragging about getting 2,000 subscribers in a day, something is wrong. I have 61,000 subscribers. I get 1,000 subscribers every single day. 1,000 new subscribers. Maybe a little less, maybe 800, between 800 and 1,000 new subscribers every single day. I do it because I'm charming. I do it because people like listening to my message. The word gets around. And that is the thing. There's nothing tactical about it. There's no trickery in my thumbnails. It's just that people listen to me and hear me and enjoy me. I have a very personal relationship with my subscribers. They call me Uncle Ethan. They make fun of my toe thumbs. I don't know why they're not toe thumbs. And all these things. I mean, this is all part of a personal relationship with my subscribers. I compare it to what Rush Limbaugh has. And I say that I'm the Rush Limbaugh of Star Wars. There's no trickery here. I don't know what the algorithm is, but let me tell you something. If I had 302,000 subscribers, I would be growing at 5,000 a day. Because that would be more people talking about me. There'd be way more people talking about me. And therefore, I'd have more people coming in. So, okay, let's keep going.
That are in these niches. For example, whenever I put up a Star Wars video, it's going to get like 100,000, 200,000 views every single time because I understand this. There's other Star Wars channels that are dedicated to this stuff that don't get these views. Now, the same exact thing applies with like other videos out there, even in the make money online niche. I'm going to get more views than other people, and I'm going to show up and rank higher for these things. For example, if you go type in Shopify, you're going to see I have the top 2 spots right here. If you go type in something like boycott solo, I'm #1 for this, okay? Look how many views this one video right here got, 600,000 views. Now look, there's a reason for this. It's because a lot of things that are very common practice on YouTube kill yourself in the algorithm. Look, if you're Logan Paul, if you're PewDiePie, and your videos naturally get so much momentum, yeah, you can offset it by doing these things. But if you're having a channel where your goal is to grow and get more views and get more subscribers, and your channel isn't skyrocketing, your channel is not going to take off. You're not going to get a lot of views if you do the same shit that Logan Paul and PewDiePie are doing, which everybody fucking does. And some of you guys are biblically stupid when it comes to stuff. I love you. I want your channel to grow. This is why I'm stressing this, okay? This is why I show up above your videos. So I want to break this video up into 3 sections, okay? The first thing is stuff that is 100% killing your channel. Number 2, I want to talk about thumbnails and titles. Number 3, I want to talk about how to get sales without selling directly from your videos, because that will kill your stuff. So I want to show you something that's it just blatantly showed exactly what's going on here. So here's a video that perfectly personifies all the problems with what a lot of people are doing. And again, I really like this channel. The reason why I'm pointing out
He's talking about me.
is if they fix this, they can go and get way more subscribers and views than they currently already are, okay? Like you can see this video right here did 50,000 views. I guarantee this would have gotten 150,000 views if they just did these things. So there's really 3 things you want to focus on when it comes to YouTube algorithm: click-through rate, watch time, and leave YouTube rate. Okay, so what is click-through rate? It's the amount of people that click your video versus other videos. Watch time, it's the amount of watch time on the video itself. Okay, and most importantly, how many people leave and stop watching the video in the first minute. Then finally, it is people jumping off of YouTube. What the person is doing right here is the trifecta of all the bad things you do. It has a great thumbnail, it caught my interest, but then you come to this video right here, and the first literally 40 seconds almost are an ad for t-shirts. 2 horrible things that happen from this. 1, your watch time is probably cut in half, because I was literally watching this video and I was like, all right, what did John Boyega say? And he didn't get to it in 40 seconds, and I went somewhere else. That kills you in the YouTube algorithm, because YouTube says, obviously this video is not super great for the viewer. All right, it's going to go and promote something else, like my video, which has gotten almost 3 times the views of this in a single day. Why is my video able to do that?
I don't know. I don't know, Alex, but what I can tell you is you're pointing out that my video got 50,000 views and I have 60,000 subscribers. You have 302,000 subscribers and your video only got 150,000 views. So basically almost 100% of my audience is tuning into my videos and 50% of your audience is tuning into yours. And I'm selling a lot of shirts. I'm selling an awful lot of shirts. People don't mind sitting through my videos. I moved the shirt ads to the back, but people will also sit through my Boba Fett intro every single time. They love my Boba Fett intro. Now, granted, you know a lot about YouTube. I understand. I'm watching you grow. I'm not watching you grow, but I'm seeing that your channel has 302,000 subs. I'm seeing that you're getting 100,000 views on. I get those too. It takes me a little while to get there, but again, my channel is growing at a quicker clip than yours is. It is. It just is. Just comparatively, and when it comes to the size of my channel and how quickly it's growing, at the pace that it's growing faster than yours. Yeah, I mean, look, all right, so we'll move the t-shirt ads to the back all the time. Sometimes I put it in the front and people go, I don't like to get hit with a t-shirt ad. But then I have to pile up all the info ads at the back, and that's kind of, I don't know. In any case, I don't think it's hurting me very much. All right, let's see.
Okay, and you might say, you have 300,000 subscribers. No, literally, you can go see some of my videos that get 10K views. Subscribers don't matter. You can find channels all over the place that have 1.2 million subs, and they get less views than I do. It's because they break these rules. This is what's being broken right here. So look, the first 40 seconds is literally a t-shirt ad. And so many channels, especially movie review channels and stuff like that, they started off with an ad. There is a way you can sell so much more shit from your channel without starting with an ad. Okay, and I'll get to that here in a second. But what also happens right here, the first thing you're doing is you're linking off the site. Like even YouTube sees this. They see the watch time being killed at the beginning of the video, and then they see you sending people off the site. YouTube is not going to support your channel because their main goal is to, and look, you got decent subscribers. You got decent subscribers, but I guarantee you we'll get this to 150,000 subscribers, and this would be at 150,000 views if you did these things. First off, YouTube sees your watch time at the beginning of it. They see that it's an ad at the beginning. They see so many people clicking away. Number two, okay, they see that you are sending people off site. This is the number one thing that YouTube does not want to happen, and therefore it's going to stifle this video. Yes, this video got good views, but it would have gotten probably 3-4 times what it would if you just did these things. First off, get straight to the point when you start your video. If you're going to link,
That's not the style of what I do, Alex. That's not what I do. I don't see myself as an informational video. I see myself as a talk show. There is no getting straight to the point. You put me on, you listen to me in your car. I will talk about my day for a little while first. The theme of the video will be John Boyega versus Geeks and Gamers, the heavy hitter on Twitter. We will talk about that, but you are going to listen to me introduce myself to new viewers so that they know who I am. I will blather just a little bit before I get to the point. And if you don't like that, I mean, move on. But I mean, people aren't moving on. They're subscribing to me at a really quick rate. I'm getting a lot of subs coming in because we are actually doing something different. We are creating something new with YouTube. We are creating a mixture. We are creating something in between television and radio, and nobody else is doing this. This is me and diversity in comics. It's low effort. Basically, all it is very few graphics, so you don't need to watch it. You can listen to it while you do housework. How do you sound to people who are doing something else? You know, rah, 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 rah. Nobody wants to listen to that. People want to listen to a nice, mellow, kind of calm sort of thing. They laugh, they have a few laughs, and you know, that's kind of the style of the channel. I think you might have a point. I think putting the t-shirt ads right up front might be kind of a bad idea. But at the same time, you know, this whole get to the point immediately thing, I don't know. I don't think that's. I think you're going to see me at 150,000 subs by the end of the year, and we are growing pretty quick. You know, we do have a different style of doing things around here. It is mellow, it is funny, and it's basically to make you relax, and you don't have to occupy yourself. We don't have to command your attention on the screen. The YouTube algorithm thing is interesting. I mean, that is something to think about. I don't know how that works, and I appreciate any tips that you have to give me in that direction. But if you're talking about my content, we're doing fine. I mean, we're doing fine. We're growing really quickly, and you know, we're going to continue to. There are other Star Wars channels that have been around for much longer, and I've zipped right past them. I've just zipped right past them in subs. People just feel comfy here. You know, there's something about it. I mean, this is the thing. What does PewDiePie have? What does PewDiePie have? PewDiePie makes people feel comfy. Like, people like PewDiePie. They want to hang out with him. You know, I think a lot of younger kids watch him. And you know, you just feel like he's your Looney Tunes older brother or something, and he's just a lot of fun to watch. He makes people feel comfy. Does he get to the point? What the hell is PewDiePie's point? You know, he doesn't have a point. It's like, and I understand, you know, it's like very few people get to that level, but it's less about what you're saying and more about how you're saying it and who you are. That's kind of my point of view. But all right, let's keep going.
At all. Okay, the reason why I show up number 1 and 2 for competitive terms is because I never link off my channel. I never link out from a video. And in all these people below me, I guarantee, let's look at what's going on right here. Okay? Then this is a good channel right here. And I guarantee what's being sold right here is links off the site. Okay, if you look at every single video that's not mine, like look at this guy right here, like talking about his thing, and he's going to be selling something in this video.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this, boom, free course, linking all off of YouTube. Now, look at mine. Look at this video right here. Ranks number 1, and I have the number 2 spot too. Look where I'm linking to.
This guy's handsome though.
Linking to YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm linking other channels. What you want to do in your description is you want to link to other videos. Your number 1 goal when you get people on a channel is to keep them watching it, and then link to other YouTube videos and keep them on YouTube. Okay? There
Okay.
are very creative ways you can use this to sell. But if you do these things, your videos are going to do 3 to 4 times better. So
All right.
don't start your videos with ads. Don't link off your channel. There is a way to sell, and I will get into how to make 5 times more money from your channel than you currently are just linking off, okay? So next thing you want to do, thumbnails. This is just a basic lesson on thumbnails and titles. This pattern
Okay.
works like gangbusters, okay? So what you want to do in your thumbnails is do not put the title of your video in the thumbnail again. This is what so many people do, okay? This is what so many people do. As you can see, I'm kind of doing this right here. Very poor views. What you want to do is you want your thumbnail to trigger a question. So right now you see PUBG punching Fortnite in the face. They go, what's this all about? You see RIP 1977, 2018, and Mark Hamill. People like, what, is Mark Hamill dead now or something like that? Like, that's clickbait to the max. People see right here, they see Mickey Mouse getting mad. They see 20s, 30s. They see a before and after. Like, how did this happen? And then they read the headline.
This is all good info. I actually do all this stuff.
Newspaper headline. It needs to create curiosity. Everything here is to get the click. It's not to describe the video. So you see right here, last straw. People are like, what's the last straw? Star Wars is dead and it's not coming back. Why? They click. If I put something like the media is being mean to Star Wars fans again and now it's causing Star Wars to be dead, people are like, oh, okay, they're not going to click because they know the answer. These YouTubers will bankrupt. Here's why. Oh, why is it going to happen? 5 things you do in your 20s that will ruin your 30s. What are these things? Use the thumbnail to catch attention and trigger the question and then create more curiosity with the title. Do not explain what the video is
This
about.
guy's talking smack about me, babe.
Relate to the video. Like if I do something like Logan Paul punches a baby, yeah, it's gonna get a lot of watch time's gonna be horrible.
I don't know. He's
I don't
he's
have
telling me how to
Logan
run
Paul
YouTube.
punching a baby. Someday we might get that, but not right now. Okay, that's why it was a freaking heyday when Logan Paul
302,000.
did that dead body incident because every YouTuber's pasting it for their video. Like I think one channel
Yeah.
did 15 videos.
Well,
on
what
it.
was that?
Wow, like me making videos about Star Wars. All right,
I don't know.
Look, that's how you do that. Now, here's exactly how you make money from your channel. All right, step 1, go create another channel that you're going to run advertisements from. And I know what you're thinking, but so I don't have money for advertisements. If you run advertisements to your viewers on your channel, it is so cheap that being profitable it is just guaranteed. It's literally guaranteed. I'm going to show you how here in a second.
Oh.
But it is so dirt cheap, and the conversions are so high, and you're able to reach so many viewers and then actually sell. A lot of you guys are doing is what I like to call pussyfoot YouTube selling. All right, what pussyfoot YouTube selling is where when a person watches your video, what you do is, hey, you want it, blah, blah, and you don't really have enough time to make the case for it because you don't want to push in your video and you want to keep people, is it puts you in a pussyfoot scenario where you're torn between 2 poles of your video. Are you trying to sell something? Or are you trying to keep the view? And so it puts you in this weird, like freaking sexually confused realm of fuck-heartedness. What you need to do is
I can't. He said that it puts you in this weird, sexually confused realm of fucktardedness. When you look. All right. Thank you for your advice.
Well, he's just entertaining too.
Yeah.
Just not gonna
That's good.
what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, these people, YouTube is kind of magical. I mean, there are ways that, to mess with the algorithm, so that you can get more views and, YouTube will kind of prefer your videos. They'll kind of place them in this preferential stature. And what he's saying is true about thumbnails. I started out, my thumbnails were terrible, but I quickly learned, and I actually learned by watching PewDiePie, that the thumbnail should have 1 word in it. And actually, some of my most successful videos would just be like a number. You just put an image and then a number. And then, it's like 76%. Oh my God, and people go, what? But that is true. I just, this pussy-footed thing, my t-shirts sell themselves. All people have to do is just see what they say on them. It's not like I'm trying to sell a t-shirt that says Comic Artist Pro Secrets. They say Fandom Menace. They say go get Daddy's belt. You just have to show them for a few seconds and people buy them. My t-shirts rule.
How come there's no light on over your eye?
Because I didn't want to glare. I'll put a light on now. We're live, by the way, so people can hear you, just to make you aware. You didn't say anything weird, but
How if I did?
I assumed that you knew and was just gonna let it go.
No, I'm down here getting this baby gate
Oh, okay.
to sell, thank God.
Yeah.
We're trying to guard our Christmas tree.
We're doing it live. Diversity in comics. What's going on? Tim Doyle attacks fans again. Zach's in here. Sweet. What did Tim Doyle do? I want to know all about it. I want to know all about that guy. By the way, like I didn't even realize it, but you guys remember, we're every soy boy looks like this. I've said this time and time again. That is that's Tim Doyle. That's Tim Doyle. Is that a fake DNC? All right. Wait, you want to keep listening to Alex? Let me see. How is that a fake DNC? Oh, he's diversity and comics. Okay, I got it. Not the ampersand. Yeah. No. Yeah, no more. 10x, bro. Yo, maybe he's right. I'm gonna start doing everything that he said. And we'll see what happens. I'm not so arrogant to think that I know everything, but what I am saying is like I don't want to be. I've said this before. I don't want to be that YouTuber that's like, "Hey, what's up?" Like barking at you guys. Like that's just not. That's not what I think the channel is. I'm not like doing the fast cuts. I'm not doing any of that. This is kind of a hangout. Let's talk about the truth. Let's talk about Star Wars. I see it as talk radio. And by the way, it's working. It seems to be working for now. I can't explain why. I don't know why. I couldn't tell anyone else what to do. I couldn't tell anybody else how to do what we're doing. But, your Aunt Andrea and I are making it happen. I mean, people are coming over and are subscribing. And the videos, I mean, I haven't gotten. I think my biggest video has about 250,000 views on it. So I haven't had like a huge video. But I'm gonna get there. I think it's like the more and he's like subs don't matter. They do. They matter. They matter because they feel like they've joined a community. I mean, what we say over and over here is that this is a community. It's like you are a part of something when you subscribe. You get the notification. I know who you are. I mean, you show up, you talk. I know your name. We have ongoing jokes. I know what you're gonna say, probably. I don't know. But what do I know? Like I said, I don't have 302,000 subscribers yet. I hope I will. Someday. But it's pretty good. I think I'm happy with where we are right now. Robert Anderson, thanks for $4.99. You missed the best advice he gives. He loves your content. The next advice is how to have ads follow people around on YouTube for a few more days. Interesting. Let's see. Custom Songmaker, thanks for $5. People don't go to a movie because it's good. They haven't seen it yet. They go because they hope it's good. We've lost the hope that Star Wars will be good. Yeah. We're pretty sure that they don't know what. Not only do they not know how to make a good Star Wars movie, but like they know that what they're doing is irritating to us, and they are going to double and triple down on it, just because they hate us. How do you like that? How do you like Lucasfilm, like deliberately making movies that with the intent to annoy us? How do you like that? I mean, that's just astonishing, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna totally do it. The more I say, the ads are the key. Says, all right, we'll keep watching them. We're almost done anyway. We'll keep watching them.
You need to have videos that are for views, and you need to have ads that are for selling. Now, look, you don't have to be. You probably see my ads where I'm very salesy in those ads. Fine, you don't have to do that. What you could do is if you're trying to sell a t-shirt, immediately after someone watches your video, then they get an ad. They get the ad saying, hey, look, I saw you watch the video. Why don't you buy a t-shirt and support this channel? You can go straight for the kill and then directly link in your video to your shirt. The conversions are going to be insane and you're going to make a lot of money, especially because the view on that video is so cheap. Your watch conversion rate, the amount of people that will actually watch the video is going to be so high that YouTube's going to charge you virtually nothing, probably a cent a view. And it's not going to kill you in the algorithm. So here's exactly what you do. First, create another channel altogether for your ads. The reason why you want to do this is because YouTube factors in your total channel's watch time. YouTube looks at the average of all your videos' watch time, and if you're consistently getting bad watch time, it's going to really hurt your view rate. So make another channel, put the ad on that. You don't want that watch time on that video being averaged into your actual channel stuff. Now, what you want to do, you're going to come into your ad account, and no, you're not going to need to spend $15,000 a day in ads. You could probably do this for $30 a day, but I guarantee if you're spending $30 back a day, you're gonna do $200 back a day. You're gonna do $300 back a day. Here's why. All right, so what you want to do is you want to go to Shared Library in AdWords. You might be using a new dashboard.
I'm doing more than that already.
Put two and two together and translate over, or just use the old dashboard. Now you can go to audiences. Now what you want to do is you want to grab all your videos. Okay, so whenever somebody comes to your channel, what you want to do, and you can do specific videos, but I'm going to show you to do this one first.
Margaret Miracle said, what you want to do?
Okay?
Caught him right at the same time.
I'm going to name this recent views. And so set membership duration to 2 days. You can also do all viewers as well. This is going to be the most converting audience for you. Do recent views, put 2 days, and then put viewed any video from channel. What this is going to do is anybody who watched your video in the last 2 days is going to see your ad. Okay? Now, what you can also do, this is huge, because your subscribers will also be reminded about your channel, and then after they view your video, they'll get an ad for your shirt, whatever you're trying to get them to buy. If you're selling merch and stuff like that, this is the best way to do it, because you won't kill your algorithm, and you'll also get all your viewers to something straight away, because you have a video that's not pussyfooting around, saying, hey, if you like my channel, go buy this shirt. And then they come watch our videos in the future. Okay? Now, here's what you can also do. You can go and actually grab specific videos. So if you have a video where you're talking about like a Soylo t-shirt, any video where you reference a Soylo t-shirt, go right here to view certain videos. And so let's say I talked about a certain t-shirt in my last Star Wars video. I can go right here and I can click that, and then when they view that video, boom,
Soylo
t-shirt ad for that very specific video.
Sold so many Soylo t-shirts, guys.
Ad spend. Now, what you can finally do if you want to go and advertise on your channel is you come down here. Let's say we're going right here, and we're going to go to video targeting. And when you go and create your ad, what you want to do, whatever loads up, is you want to go over here to placements.
I appreciate them, yeah.
And add your channel in there. Search for placements. Add your channel in there. Now what's going to happen when people view any video on your channel, your ad is going to get the top spot because it's going to have the highest watch through rate. It means because people are coming to your channel, they're literally going to go, okay, cool, that's so-and-so's channel. I'm getting an ad before this, and then they're going to get the stuff. So you're literally doing the exact same thing you're already doing, putting an ad at the beginning of your video, except it's not going to damage you in the algorithm. And so for 1 cent, that viewer is getting a straight-up ad that has a big call to action in it that's much more likely to sell your t-shirt, and then they're viewing your video without that. What's the result? You get way more viewers who get on this retargeting list where you can then sell them stuff to. So
retargeting.
Money,
that's a great word.
And you get to advertise to them directly. I guarantee a lot of you guys are sitting on $10,000 to $20,000 a month in sales, but you're not getting those because you're pussyfoot marketing. Just go and start using AdWords only for your channel and to retarget your subs, likers, and viewers. It's dirt cheap. You're going to be getting views for literally a cent on the ad.
Dude, you're talking about spending $900 a month for advertising on YouTube. I mean, essentially.
I'm going to expand the screen real quick. Please, I am begging you, do this. Stop killing your channels. And this is a straightforward, no-pitch way to get 3 times more views on your channel, to stop killing yourself in the algorithm, and probably get 3 times more sales. So if you like this video, be sure to go below and subscribe. Leave a comment. We're going to pick 2 people and give away $600 in sales training and courses. And be sure to go watch another video that's about to pop up right here to help me in the algorithm. All right, see you next time.
Okay, good. I mean, you know, I don't know. Maybe he's right. What do you guys think? $30 a day. He's talking about $30 a day to make $200 a day when I'm already making $200 a day, doing what I'm doing. I'm already doing that. I'm making much more than that. I don't know. I don't know. And then he has a video that says from broke to $4,000 a month. That's I don't know. Fabulous. $4,000 a month. $4,000 a month. That is that's about $150 a day. What do you mean? $4,000 a month. That's $4,000 a month is a fast food job. That's a fast food job. I know he's a millionaire. I got it. No. God, I don't know what's going on. At some point, we've got to be back. I don't know what's going on with the stream. Did he take me down? Be right. I'm just thinking. It says. Yeah. Thank you to whoever told me to put these Wi-Fi extenders down in the basement. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Back. They're working. I have to remember to sign into them every time I come down here because I bring my phone out of here and it just finds a different Wi-Fi source. But the Wi-Fi extenders down in the basement actually are working really, really well. I just actually have to remember to sign into them, which is what I just did. All right. So it's they're saying F just means they're paying respects because the stream is dying. Stop pussyfooting around. Stop pussyfooting around. I got to be more direct with you guys. In my ads, I need to tell you guys more directly. I need to hook you and then get you directly to buy t-shirts. Like almost like force you to. All right, people are yelling at me saying you don't make $4,000 at McDonald's. All right. I don't know. What do you make a day what's minimum wage? I guess you don't, do you? I guess you don't. Yeah. Because you make let's say you make $8 an hour. You work for, what do you work for? 40 hours a week, 40 hours, 320. Wait, $320 a week. So yeah, you're making like 1,500, aren't you? Yeah. All right, not even close. All right, I'm just looking at it going, hey, if you make $120 a day, you're making $4,000 a month. You know, right, before taxes. Yeah, I think people who sell things can make that pretty easily. He's just saying replace the commercial we're forced to watch with your commercial. Geez. What do you guys think of what he had to say? Do you think what I need to do is open a whole new channel to put my ads? Like a whole new channel? I mean, I never even thought of something like that. People on YouTube find different means of success. And I don't know. I mean, I'm imitating other YouTubers that I like. Bearing is one of my favorite YouTubers, and his t-shirt ads come before his videos. You know, they just come before. Somebody just said they wouldn't subscribe to to an ad channel. Why would they? Yeah, I don't get that at all. I don't get that. But yeah, people who are naturally successful do tend to kind of want to tell people how they can sort of imitate copy what they did, but that's just not how it really works. Like I could never tell, I'm pretty successful. I could never really tell you how to do this because we're just different people. You would have to find your own way. You'd have to find your own method, and what works for him might not work for me. He's got a much different kind of attitude. I mean, mine is much more laid back, and I don't know. I think I can put an ad in front of my videos. I think I can. And I think does it kill my, I guess it kills me in the algorithm. People see my t-shirt ad and click out. I don't know what my watch time is. I know Bearing is back, thank God. Yeah, second channel is to keep your algorithm good on your main channel. Well, how about if I just put my ads in the back? Isn't that the same? All right, let me look at these super chats. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Oh, good. Con Stevens, thanks for $5. Andy Worski has said he's interested in having you on Worski Live. Just an FYI, if you didn't know. I love that kid. Let's go on Andy Worski. Let's go on Worski Live. Yeah. Adam Race Worski Live. Trying to catch up with all this stuff. Thanks for $5, Luke Carbo from Canada. Will you put the original art of the Salamandroid Cyberfrog bro-fisting for auction on eBay? Also, you should make a print of it. One con, too much blue. Well, Andrea said the same thing. Andrea said it's very blue. I don't know if it'll go on eBay. Not right now. I mean, I'm collecting. I'm keeping all this Cyberfrog stuff. It's like if you want a page of artwork, you can bid in at the $1,000 level, and you'll get one. But there's no real plans to get rid of any of this other stuff. Original Ginger, thanks for $5. Yes, thank you for live drawing. You replied to my email and delivered. Cool. Ginger Hitman, $1.99. What would you charge for my Spider-Man Wolverine? I have no idea. Johnny Dollar, thanks for $2. Is pussyfooting cisgendered and sexist? Yes. Robert Anderson, thanks for $4.99. You missed the best advice. He loves your content. The next advice is how to have the ads follow people around on YouTube for a few days. I'm doing so well. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm doing really, really well, and it's not costing me anything, and my channel's growing. I don't know. Maybe it could do better, but I'm pretty content. Custom song. Okay. Custom song maker. Thanks for $5. People don't go to a movie because it's good. They go because they haven't seen it yet. We lost hope the Star Wars will be good. Right. Tippy Tail McKitty. Thanks for $2. Why wouldn't crypto run ads for your merchandise? They do. Well, I mean, that's not. We have kind of a partnership. They make the ad. See the ad that shows up. They make that for me, and then it's my job to advertise it. Crypto fashion will give me an ad. They basically do everything. My job is to promote, to sell the shirts, in order to get my share of the royalties on the shirts. Ray Thulu, thanks for $5. Your soy boy drawing makes me realize how much I miss Fred Hambeck's goofiness and things like Assistant Editors Month. Luke Carbo, thanks for $2. You missed a few super chats, mine too. I think I'm caught up now. The Buzz General, thanks for $2. Mailed you MP3s of George and Butter. So he actually, the Buzz General, did little MP3 recordings of those two songs, and he emailed me MP3s of them. Yeah, I don't know. Eric Brand, thanks for $2. Any other sex men on the agenda today? Yeah, I'm gonna do Cyclops and everything. Matt Hayes, thanks for $5. Salamandroid and Cyberfrog fist bump t-shirt. Maybe. The Gangster Kitten, thanks for $5 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I appreciate guys like that are driven and that are succeeding. I like that. I have to admit. Adam A, seems logical to me that you want to keep people in the videos front to back and keep people on YouTube. There are probably ways that you can maximize that. Yeah, that makes sense. Now I got to redo everything. Oh my God. Base Marine, your subscribers matter to you. That's why you have 90% of your subs watching. He only had 50% watching. Also, He doesn't do live streams, only pussyfoot videos. A pussyfoot. What a great word. Well, I'd rather have toe thumbs than a pussyfoot, to be frank. Yeah, it could be worse. Armenian King says, Aramean King says, just watch Alex's video. It makes a lot of sense, I gotta say, and I really think he wants what's best for you. Yeah, I know. It does make sense. It does make sense. Have both, why not? Dead School says either listen to him or don't listen to him, but I don't think he was trying to be rude. Yo, I don't think he was trying to be rude either. I don't think he was trying to be rude either. I don't think that. I think he was, he's doing what he does. Why is Cyberfrog a frog? Man, that's a heavy question. His origin is, I'm going to explain his origin in the book. The Gangster Kitten, thank you for $5. This is a 33-year-old amateur artist who's only done sketches. What is your advice on learning how to draw panels, and what fundamentals are most important? Yeah. Wait a second, what? Stumped. Stop pussyfooting. People like my commercials. Well, all right, look, he is an intense guy. Maybe we'll hook up with Alex Becker. He reminds me of Jeremy. Gangster Kitten, learning how to draw panels. I would just open up a comic book and look at the layouts. Now, one of the key things to doing a comic book page is to ask yourself, what is the most important image on this page going to be? What am I trying to say? What is this page trying to say in the story? And then to accentuate that panel, to use the other panels around it as almost satellites. There's one central image that you're trying to get across. Other than that, it's completely up to you. There's no real, method to doing it. But you do have to remember that people read like this, left to right, left to right, left to right. So it's not like, the eye within the panel, things should be kind of forcing people to move, from panel to panel like that. But yeah, other than that, it's just up to you. Just learn how to tell a story with those images. Learn how to draw the eye from one panel to the next. What fundamentals are most important? Storytelling, just storytelling. Nothing else is all that important when it comes to comic book art. You should learn how to draw. But you don't really need to. This is the thing. You don't really need to know how to draw all that well in order to be a cartoonist or a comic book artist. You just need to be consistent, and that is important. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Rhino4563, thanks for $2. Uncle, does one apply butter when pussyfooting? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe YouTube has to change to adapt to you, Uncle Ethan, says Mistletoad. Well, I'm not trying to fight the power. I'm just saying that I don't understand all this stuff. I am trying to learn. But yeah, it's like at the same time I'm doing pretty good. I don't know. Would my videos get 3 times as many views if I did things differently? Maybe. Maybe. I look at World Class Bullshitters gets like 900,000 views on some of his videos. I can never even dream of that. So I don't know. All right, guys, I'm gonna. I love you all. I'm gonna call quits for a little while. I feel like taking a nap. I gotta go pick up my dad at the airport at 4:00. I'm gonna get like 2 hours of rest. I barely got any sleep last night. And then tonight at 9, we've got Dan Fraga live. We're going to talk about the 90s. We're going to talk about comics in the 90s. And then we're going to do, I think I'm on a political show, I think earlier, just before that. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. All right. Love you guys. See you later.